I thought y'all said Kamala Harris' job wasn't taking care of the border. What is this?
Dear, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for being willing to do this.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it. And also today, I said when we became a team and got elected that the vice president's going to be the last person in the room. She didn't realize that means she gets every assignment. But the vice president and I and all of us here have been working very hard to pass the legislation that is going to beat this virus, as well as get people back to work and change their prospects. And so she's traveling all over the country working that. In addition to that, there's about 5 other major things she's handling, but I've asked her, the VP today, because she's the most qualified person to do it, to lead our efforts with Mexico and the Northern Triangle and the countries that help us. We're going to need help in stemming the movement of so many folks stemming the migration to our southern border. And you know, back when I was vice president, I got a similar assignment, but
this interview with NBC, that's become viral again.
We are going to the border. We've been to the border. So this whole thing about the border, we've been to the border. We've been to the border.
You haven't been to the border.
And I haven't been to Europe.
We think it's really important that the press continue to ask the White House about the extent to which the president has said Vice President Harris is in charge of the border. Vice President Harris said she was not in charge of the border. Nobody seems to be in charge. She hasn't been there. And we have a humanitarian and national security crisis and health crisis unfolding there. So we're going to hear directly from our members who've been there.
So I'm just asking all the people that are potentially thinking about voting for Kamala Harris, how do you expect her to run the country? How do you expect her to negotiate with Putin, negotiate with Russia, China, Iran? Somebody help me out and make it make sense. And North Korea. We don't even want to talk about North Korea. You know, Obama, you know, when Obama threatened North Korea threatened us back, and Obama tucked his tail. But y'all clapping the fact that Obama finally endorses Kamala Harris. But the woman can't even do one job, and then literally lied about it. She went on an interview and the man told her she hasn't went to the border, and she was adamant about saying that she went to the border. Then he said, you hadn't went to the border. And then she said, I hadn't been to Europe either. What does that have to do with anything? You going to Europe? You not having gone to Europe. You haven't done your job. See, when you get a job, that means you have a specific assignment. You have, you have instructions. And if those tasks are not completed, if you don't do your job, then you get fired. We got tangible evidence out of Joe Biden's mouth that I gave her the assignment. He literally said the assignment of the southern border. Then he said, when I was vice president, I had a similar assignment. So for all the people that are voting for her or that might vote for her if she gets the actual nominee, because it has not been solidified, but it looks like she's going to get the nominee. Tell me exactly why would you vote for her? Based on what policy? Okay? Just because she's claims to be a black woman? Prior to 2016, you can't find any videos. You can't find her admitting or saying that she is a black woman. You're not going to find it. So she's pandering to the community. She did not do her job. So all my black people, somebody help me out. Tell me exactly why you are voting for Kamala Harris. That's all I want to know. Give me tangible evidence of why. And I have proven that she did not do her job. A job that she was tasked with by the actual president, but you want her to run for president when she didn't even do her job as the vice president. Somebody make it make sense.